Is Gnosticism worth bringing up to mainstream Christians? Seeing how we see the God of the Old Testament as evil or as Satan, and they see the God of the Old Testament as divine and good, the plans of the demiurge as holy, including the flood, which wiped out multitudes of people and saved only a few. Is it really worth talking to them about it, considering that we have a very different view of the events that which were purported to happen? Not sure if they actually happened anyway, but the story remains interpreted by the Gnostics to demonstrate that the Creator God, Yahweh, the one of the Old Testament, is evil. So what if we were to say that to the Christians? How would they react? Is it really something we should bring up? I don't know. I mean, maybe we can introduce the idea in private to introduce them to this idea. But if they're completely sold on the idea that it was good for God to tell Adam and Eve not to eat from the tree of good and evil, for instance, it causes us to have a completely different opinion on his character. And because we have a completely different opinion on the character of that being, it can cause some subtle discomfort or argument. And I want to say very clearly that I do see the God of the Old Testament as evil. The many things that he demands, the many things that he did, is not very good from a well-reasoned perspective, I think. If you can reason it, you can look at the texts and be like, well, God is not very good. And we believe that there's a God above him that is good, or that sees, well, so I don't know. It could be something that could get us into trouble if we bring it up, but I don't know. Maybe we can bring it up, introduce them to the idea that we don't see the same things. Um, but again, I think all things that we think can get us into trouble. If you see clearly, like I do, or as clearly as I do, the bullshit, it becomes more of a question of, should I ever say this to anyone? But we will probably talk about it more on this channel, and we can explore some of those ideas some more here, even though it could get me into trouble, who knows. definitely could. I mean, I do think Gnosticism is very controversial. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.